Yeah, Taki 183 from the Washington Heights. And we're in New York here
Yeah.
with Blek.
Yeah. New York City, just I like to picture it. Skyscrapers.
My first tag was about 16. I still remember the first time.
You still
Where
remember?
my friends were doing it by the bus terminal with a really smooth wall.
Yeah.
And they wrote their names, and I said, let me try that.
Okay.
That's it. I remember it.
With a
marker.
With a marker.
Yeah.
You at that time you didn't use.
If I could have a can,
Okay.
I'd do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
once in a
problem.
while.
You okay?
You remember the first place you
Yeah.
did the spray? You said
Yeah.
it wasn't that good, you said.
No. It was terrible.
A little messy or
I
something.
tried to copy an American graffiti, and it was not good. It was not good. I was with a friend of mine called Gerard. We started together, and we started because at that time we took care of a playground place where children could come, and we were like adults supervising this playground. Those kids, they were about 7, 8 years old. They used to go to the supermarket just next to the playground and stole. They used to steal paint and brush. They didn't have spray can, paint and brush, and we paint on the wall of the place where we used to put our tools and everything. And I said to Gerard, we should do the same thing, Gerard, I went to the United States in 1972, and people are making graffiti in New York. We should do the same. And Gerard said, okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. It's a good idea. So the first time we went together, we tried to imitate American graffiti, and it was not good. We worked together about 6 months, and he said, after that, he said, okay, I stop. My wife doesn't want me to go with you, so I stayed alone. And he found the name Blek. I didn't find the name Blek. Mm-hmm. He said, we're gonna call us Blek. And after that, I said Blek le Rat because I was making rats.
When you were doing it at the beginning,
yeah,
were they intrigued who was doing it, or did you say, "Oh, I'm the guy"?
No.
You were doing it also.
Be careful. I'm very paranoid of it.
Because you wanted to see if they would.
Yeah. What happened?
What would happen?
What happened?
And did.
And so at the beginning, I didn't say anything for a long time. And in 1984, so a long time after, a journalist, she was looking for me. So I said, okay, I'm going to make an interview. It's very bad in France. If you get caught, you can have a lot of problems. Even at that time, it was pretty bad to make graffiti, because people they feel aggressed when you do something on their wall. Uh-huh. They feel like an aggression. I can understand that also. I can understand the feeling of property, but.
Oh, you didn't care.
You didn't care. No, I didn't care. Really, I didn't care. But I can understand those people. You didn't care when you were writing.
I guess not really. But then I had to choose where to do it, because it was a blank canvas.
Okay.
It wasn't like everybody's writing.
Okay.
Let me find somewhere.
Okay.
I put it more for the for the effect more than to screw anybody.
Okay.
You know, even now when I walk,
Okay.
you
don't want to screw anybody.
No. Now in my mind, that's a good place there. That's a good place.
Okay.
You know, in my mind, it's still there.
Okay, I understand. Me too.
Yeah.
I have the same reflex.
Yeah, I would like here. I'm looking underneath the bench.
Yeah,
I could
absolutely.
see. I could see a stencil right there.
Absolutely.
You know, you could put it on a big wall, but for me, it would make a better effect there.
Yeah.
And if it makes an effect on more people who see it, then 1,000 people saw it on the wall and they just walked past it.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
That's how I did it.
Absolutely. I wanted to make a tribute to you at that time. I didn't know. I knew you. I knew your work, of course, because you're so important. It was a way to meet you, because I knew in doing this that you will have a reaction.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I really had a reaction.
A reaction. I knew it, and for me, it was a way to meet you.
Yeah, that's a very.
It was a letter that I sent to you. Through internet, through the images, and also I was afraid to write your name because I know your name belongs to you, but I didn't have any. I didn't know how to make your tribute without to put your name. That's the reason I copy your name on the internet. You know, I took your name on the photo, and I printed your name and I cut it exactly, trying to cut it exactly how you do it. And I was sure one day I will meet you.
Yeah,
I was sure about that.
I saw,
and
because I was interested, and then I saw, wow, this guy is about my age.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I said we have to meet together.
Okay.
You know, and then we got through mutual people.
Yeah.
And it worked out really good.
Yeah.
You know, and
yes,
when I met you, it was like I knew you for
absolutely
forever.
But I know you forever. You could be like my brother. You know, I understood. I think I understand you very well, and I think you understand me very well too.
Yeah, and we don't only talk about
we
art.
Never talk.
That's the whole thing.
And
talk about family, how your life was.
It's very strange.
Very good.
I thought you were like a gangster, you know, with guns, and I discovered that you're a real man. You know.
Well, that's
very stable. Very stable and very.
That's a part thing of being anonymous.
Anonymous.
Because
nobody knows who you are.
People don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I was at a book signing.
Yeah.
And a woman came up to get a signature, and she says, "That's you."
That's you.
She thought I was. I thought I was like
a gangster.
Yeah. Says you're the guy. She was disappointed. Okay. So I should have had a altar person. Okay. That to take care of who I am.
Yeah, I understand.
You know?
I understand. So you have made an incredible thing in your life. It's absolutely incredible what you have done. It's something like I would say we can compare you to the guy who even Renaissance period, who even the Greek. The Greek statue, like
I wouldn't go that far.
No, really.
But
from our time,
I saw how you started though. With doing only the stencils of rats.
Yeah.
And you really you kept going.
Yeah.
Because you're very creative.
Yeah.
And people like it.
Yeah.
And you're very good with your time. You're not like, up here.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
I really want to study your life. And how you lived in the past, and how it arrived that you make that thing, to create It's a street art movement. You created the street art movement
Well,
without to know it.
That's because you came at the right time to New York. That's what it is. You came when
Yes, but why,
that's when it was
why New York?
exploding.
Why New York and not Athens? Why it happened here and not in Athens? Why another guy in Athens did it first?
That's a
why-
good question.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Why it happened in New York and not in Paris,
Mhm.
not in London?
Well, we know that it spread because it was in New York, because a lot of people read the Times and things like that, and they leave from there, you know. But
Okay.
remember, in Europe, it didn't really start up till about 10 years old, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, more than that,
Yeah.
more than 10 years. The first guy in France who make tag was, his name is Bando. Bando, maybe you have heard about him. Bando. He was half American. He is half American, half French, and he was living in France. And he started to make tags in 1983. 1983, I saw his first tag in Paris. Why New York and not Los Angeles or not Washington? Why New York? Because New York.
Well, it was doing it in Philadelphia. It was very big also.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know.
You're right. Philadelphia was.
Yeah, they
big
were.
also.
It was very parallel.
And so you listened music at that time.
Yeah.
When you were
But it had nothing to do with
nothing
it at
to
the
do
time.
nothing to do.
No.
It was only to put your name.
The only good thing was there were a lot of really nice albums at the time.
Okay.
With the really
the cover.
the covers were really
was
good.
Was very
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah. Very
So-
hippie times.
Yeah.
So it was political.
It was political. They wanted to make Puerto Rico independent. So there was a
Okay.
lot of graffiti
Okay.
around the neighborhoods.
Okay.
Not downtown,
Okay.
but people would put that up.
Okay.
They were putting a lot of placards
Okay.
for political things too. You know,
Okay.
for Nixon.
At that
and
time. Yeah.
and we're saying, you know, we're stupid because we're kids.
Yeah.
They're saying you're messing up. I said, well, these guys, they're putting up stickers. I can put my name.
Okay.
Is he anything better
Okay.
than us?
Stickers exist at that time. You could find
Yeah,
stickers.
for whoever's running for president. For
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So okay, I see.
I wanted to say that when I saw you doing different pieces that you did,
Okay.
like the man coming out of the
the
wall,
wall, yeah.
and the Napoleon, the thing I really liked, I was relaxing while you were doing it.
Okay.
Not as much when you were spraying it,
Okay.
but when you were picking up the little
The touch
black
up.
and white touch-ups,
the touch-ups.
it was very relaxing
Yeah.
to see you do it.
Yeah.
Because I could see you just like finishing up, do the
Okay.
finish, you know?
Yeah. It's because I don't like to leave the image. It's difficult to explain in English. When it's
I know what you said,
when
blemishes. I
Yeah,
think.
blemishes. Yeah.
But it's the opposite of mine that is hidden on.
It's very clean what you're doing. Very clean. Very.
That's because I told you about
Very stable.
my drafting.
So you can we can see through your writing that you are a stable man. You are not crazy. Yeah, really.
No, well,
because it's a very we say carré
it's not
in
because of
French.
that. That's because of my training to do drafting.
Okay.
You have to give information,
Okay.
and you have to write it really clean. If the engineer looks at it later,
Okay.
they have to. They can't say what's this.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I was writing,
Yeah.
I wanted people to know what it was.
Okay.
You know, now graffiti it's really beautiful,
Yeah.
but you don't know whose name it is a lot of
No,
times.
no,
I
no,
can't.
yeah.
Other people, they can
Yeah,
figure it out.
yeah,
They should
yeah,
work
yeah.
for the CIA and
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out things.
yeah.
But yeah,
So you didn't want to say fuck the police, fuck society. It was a way when you were writing your name. It was a way to say fuck the society, fuck the police,
Well,
fuck the queen.
it's
fuck,
more like no.
fuck everybody.
I can
So-
do it, and
so-
they can't get me.
Okay, and also did you feel like a rebel it was a kind of rebellion against the society.
I guess it was after a while.
It was a kind of rebellion.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, a big rebellion.
It's not like they send you to school and tell you to do it.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You know, you're doing antisocial work.
Yeah.
know?
So,
but you're young.
You're young and you really.
You know, you do things then.
You do things and you don't care if you.
You know, you
it's
break an antenna on a
dangerous.
car. I don't know. You do.
Yeah.
You sneak into the movies. You sneak into the subway. You know, it's something you do.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And our collaboration in Cleveland, it was a great moment for me, you know, because you know why? Because to associate my name to your name, it's something that I would never imagine.
Well,
in 1972, when I saw your tag in New York, I would never imagine that one day I would associate my name to yours.
What was good in Cleveland is I came in and you're on the floor cutting.
Yeah.
It's not like we'll meet somewhere. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
And I think we started to talking for about 20 minutes or something, just talking.
Yeah.
That was the
I like
great
to
thing.
talk. I'm not afraid to talk, and you like to talk too.
Oh no, you're really good in the interviews, you know.
But you like to talk
answer.
also.
Yeah.
Are you quiet at home?
But
you don't talk a lot, or
I've been asked the same questions so many times.
okay. So you don't want to answer anymore.
I don't know. It's
Okay.
you know.
Always the same question.
So-
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But it's good. Sometimes the people that ask your interest, like the little girl
Yeah.
who asked when you started. You know,
Yeah.
remember the little girl in Cleveland?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
the collaboration.
Shouldn't
I think it
was
happened because enough people, like you said, you never wanted to write to me,
Yeah.
but it
I
turned out.
I didn't dare to write to you. You know.
And I figured you're over there.
Yeah.
But it turned out that people who knew you
Yeah.
and they knew me,
Yeah.
and they put it together.
And it's a kind of our collaboration this time, and I think it will be maybe the only moment in a collaboration. Maybe we will make another, but for now, it's a great moment of
Old school and and the next thing.
Yeah. The chain, the evolution of the chain of history of art. You belong to the history of art, and in my small part, I also, but compared to you, it's nothing. We belong to the evolution of art
in the timeline.
On the timeline.
Yeah.
And so we belong like Lysippe or the Greek sculpture.
Oh.
we are we are the continuation of that. I'm sure Lysippe will understand your work. You know why you're doing that, because it was the same at that. I think in Greece at that time, they wanted to put their name somewhere to keep the memory of their name, of their work, and so that's the reason they were so good. They were so good.
Well, I'm glad you're still doing it.
Yeah.
I'm retired, you know.
Yeah.
In the old days, and
but
you're going and you're progressing.
For you, it's a beginning of maybe of another life.
Yeah. Well, no.
Traveling, making a lot of money.
Well, what I enjoy is meeting a lot of people.
Okay.
Even now, when we came over, so many more people met each
young
other.
People, also young people.
Just in the old people. I meet people who used to see it back in '71.
Yeah.
And they just meet you now.
Yeah.
You know, that's exciting for everybody.
Yeah, you're right.
I met the woman in Cleveland.
Yeah.
She lived 4 streets from away in my neighborhood.
Really?
And she knew where we were. You know,
in
what
Washington
was here.
State?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She lived in Cleveland. She just came to to the
Okay.
gallery
Oh,
there.
wow.
And she just happened, it said, I used to live in Western Heights. And
Wow.
I said, wow, you used to know that?
And
You used to know,
know-
yeah,
At the same time.
yeah, at the same time.
Wow. And she saw your graffiti?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Something. That's really something.
That's what I like.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
That's really something.
I had seen him downtown.
In the 80s?
Yeah, whenever he was doing
Okay.
it, because I'd be downtown.
Okay.
Like on Canal Street, you'd
Yeah.
see it on a thing, and I said, it's cool.
Yeah, okay.
But
what was your feeling? Did you
know,
say, I don't like this guy?
no,
or
I liked it, but it was different. It's
It
like
was
yours.
different.
Because everybody was doing
tagging?
tagging,
Not
not that much pieces,
okay.
but there was a lot of writing.
So it was something new.
Yeah, and this was completely different.
Completely different.
And I said, yeah, good. You'd see like a dirty wall
Okay.
or a door. And
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's a good use of the space.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and I can imagine the guy doing it,
Yeah,
you know, with
yeah,
the brush
yeah,
or whatever
yeah,
he was
yeah,
using.
Yeah.
So-
it was the same when I saw his work in 1983 in
You
Paris.
saw it when you were, you saw it in Paris.
yeah. And I said, wow.
Did he go there
He went
on his own, or did,
He,
you know,
on his own, of course. He was the first graffiti artist to export his work abroad. He was the first one. Nobody did it before. I guess, maybe I'm wrong, but it was completely new for us to see American graffiti. So he went to London. He made a trip on his own in Paris, London, Naples, Berlin, Cologne.
he did
Germany,
it all on his own?
and on his own,
Really?
his own, no, on his own money,
his own money and everything.
everything. So it was. He was the first one to do that. After that, a lot of American artists came to France and Europe to paint, but he was the first one to do it. So it was something strong. It's one of my regrets not to have met him before. Okay, it's like that. I never met Picasso. I never met. So it's okay.
I think something technical is going to happen.
Okay.
It's not going to be really graffiti. It's not going to be art. It's going to be kind of like street art.
Okay.
Because now, you know, they're doing a lot on buildings with light.
Okay.
You know, they do it for, you know, concerts, things like that.
Yeah.
I think graffiti guys or graffiti
Yeah.
artists, let's
Yeah.
put it that way, they'll do a piece that'll light up that building,
Okay.
you know, with lasers or
Okay.
whatever. Eventually, I think they're going to do holographic art.
Okay.
That some guy can light it up
Can-
over the highway
Okay.
and making accidents and things.
Okay.
You know, but there's so many tech people now,
Okay.
you know, and they're still coming up.
Okay.
I think because you can only do so much on a wall. I think,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely. On the wall or in the urban space, in the public space, urban space. Yes, there is so many things to do.
Things are going to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
because
I don't know how it's going to, the evolution of it. I'm sure, I'm absolutely sure that urban art, street art, graffiti art, I don't know, whatever you call it, it's a future of. We are still living the beginning of this moment.
oh yeah, well, look,
it started 50 years ago with you.
anybody can do it. That's what the whole
And
thing
everybody
is.
can
Anybody.
do it. Every kids in the
It's like
in
me.
the suburb.
My friends are doing it.
Yeah.
And I said, let me try it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I kept
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
some kid comes in and he sees a nice piece
Yeah.
and he says, oh, let me try and do this. And they keep trying and, you know.
It's
a
incredible.
great thing.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I
It's
think
incredible
that's what
thing.
it is. It's pushing up
Yeah. Yeah.
people that can do things.
We should make a collaboration in the Acropole, on the Acropole in Athens.
Up
But
on
that-
the top.
About the top.
Well, the one we had good was good. We didn't do it in the winter. Beautiful day.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. And if I don't see you again, it's good that I met you.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Okay.
Because you
Okay.
never know how your life goes.
Okay. Yeah, we never know. Maybe we'll be dead next year.
Yeah.